Hello. Oh, I forgot to. Bruh. 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 Yeah. No, I forgot to do something that doesn't impact stream at all, but it just impacts my brain, which is disable the audio sources that I'm not using on stream currently. Alright, so today we're playing Hyrule Warriors because I historically like this game a lot from a primary gameplay perspective because it's just really fun to button mash. I remember I used to really love this game back on the Wii U. I never played the 3DS version, but I did play the Switch version, obviously, because this is not my first time playing this game. Although it might be my first time streaming it. I can't remember. I'm just gonna be playing the story mode of this game, just because I feel like it, and it's just a way to play the game with some sort of structure. That said, I will be looking at the cinematics because I haven't seen them in years. Yo, it's Link. For some reason, I thought this game had voice acting, so I'm a little surprised that all the text has been text. You can quote me on that. Yo, buttons, 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 be gay, put it back, have it your way today. Yo, I love advertisements. I love advertisement campaigns. This is why this game is better than Pokemon, because I've been playing for 2 seconds and I already have killed 85 enemies. Think of the XP you get from this. You know, in the 5 seconds I've been in battle, like in Pokemon, I'd only have a Metapod use Harden once. You know, obviously that's why Pokemon is inferior. Because of the quantity with which you can slaughter your enemies. Yo, it's a fairy! Ha! Yay! I can say that because I am bisexual. Whoa, she's bisexual? I didn't know that. By the way, I'm bisexual. I don't think you knew that. Or whatever Eggman says in the Sonic Riders stuff. Alright, how do I get to Zelda? Where do I get to Zelda? Oh, she's over there. Open the gates! Or die! I like how in the Mario movie trailer they omit the line "or die" because that would be a little bit too for serious in a trailer, but not for serious enough to not be in the movie, but just for serious enough to not be on the general audience's trailer. Because, you know, when you make a trailer for a movie, you got to make it appeal to a wide breadth of audiences, even if you're being a little misleading. Open the gates! Stop having them be closed! Open the gates. Stop having them be closed. Yo, I'll show you a closed gate. Is Volga from like a Zelda game, or is he original to this game? I haven't played enough Zelda to know where he comes from. Where does he go? Where does he come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Like, what game is Volga from? Is this dude from? Is he from this game? Is he an original character, Do Not Steal? Or is like... does he originate from somewhere? Like, I don't know. Like, I know Zant is Twilight Princess, and he shows up later, but I don't know about this guy. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't know that, but that makes sense. He doesn't look like he would be in a Zelda game, but like I can see him being based on the dragon from Ocarina of Time, because I've played Ocarina of Time a million times in my life. I know that game like the back of my hand. Is that a freckle? See, the joke is I actually have never been in Ocarina of Time, and I actually do not know it like the back of my hand. That is the joke of Bart Simpson Rude. I should play Ocarina of Time one of these days, I tell myself for the billionth year in a row. Perhaps I will play the 3D version, but also perhaps I will play the GameCube version since I own that. I was gonna say not the N64 version, but then I remember the GameCube version is literally just a port of the N64 version, so like, yeah, wouldn't really make sense. But then again, who am I to have ever made sense? We all know I'd be making bills. Yo, the mine entrance is open. Oh my god! I wonder what kind of mine the children yearn. The Zeldas yearn for the mines. This isn't a mine. This is just a corridor. Who's lying here? Yeah, I'm so glad that you remember my lore. Yeah, because Master Quest was the version I played as a kid because it was blue and I liked the color blue. I never made it out of Kakariko Village, or whatever the starting village is. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've played that game, I can't remember what the starting town is called. I'm such a bad fan of the Zelda franchise that I've only beaten Hyrule Warriors in Wind Waker HD. So I can now play Zelda Kokiri. Kokiri Forest, yes. See, it's so funny because I can't think of Kokiri Forest without thinking of that old Minecraft mod from like back in the day. I think it might have been alpha or maybe beta, but it was like turning Minecraft into Ocarina of Time, and they just like reused the music, and that just like is hyper nostalgia for me. But also because like I played it as a 6-year-old, and like anything you play as a 6-year-old, it becomes hyper nostalgia even if there are flaws. Case in point, Pokemon Crystal. Love that game to death. It is not the perfect Pokemon game, but I love it to death. Although I will say, it is leagues better than any other Game Boy Color Pokemon game. And that includes my father. By which I mean red and blue and yellow. Oh, I should probably play a Zelda, huh? I forgot that they told me I can play a Zelda, probably because they wanted me to play a Zelda. Honestly, it probably is super mid, but like, you know, you could make a fun stream out of it. You know, who's to say you can't, you know, that there isn't an audience for Minecraft Zelda adventure maps. Oh, I just realized why is the strong attack button. I forget what I said that led you to say right, so I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I know, right? I have a short memory span. I don't remember. I don't remember what I said 2 seconds ago. Was it that like there's a probably something about? Oh yeah, you absolutely have to stream it without a doubt. I feel like that would be a fun, like, not only fun for you, even if it is mid, but probably a fun watch, because like how many people know about that Zelda map, Adventure Craft, right? Like Minecraft is infinitesimally more popular now than it was then, and that just means there's like so many more people that don't know about it than there are that do. So you could just like, I don't know, do something with that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I can see that. Yo, Lincoln Zelda Rendezvous. Speed. I like how they had like a rock and roll kind of soundtrack for this game. Really makes the Wii U kick ass. And that's right, I said ass. Hi, I'm Reggie, and welcome to the Nintendo Direct, featuring Nintendo Switch 2. You may be wondering, didn't you leave Nintendo for your own business pursuits? For which I say, of course. With a resounding absolutely. Coming up next, we have details about the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 and all of its features. And then it like plays the music like da 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 da. Nintendo Switch 2 featuring all new innovative smell-o-vision. Smell your favorite smells in 12 new fantastical flavors. Cartridges sold separately. Smell cartridges sold separately. And it's just like a zoom in on like a Korok, and it's like, smell that nut. Yo, would you all right, where do I, no, stop. Open the closed. Stop having it be country. Yo, they should consider opening the country and stop having it be closed. Yo, what I hope the Nintendo Switch 2 features joystick technology that doesn't break. I'm hoping that by featuring the whatchamacallit, by featuring in the like teaser, like, you know how they like do a zoom in of the joystick spinning. I hope that's their way of being like, yeah, don't worry guys, the sticks won't drift this time. You know, like, hey, we got Hall Effect sticks, they're not gonna drift. But I can also see them being like, haha, we used regular sticks and they're gonna break twice as fast. Haha, don't worry, we'll repair it for you. You just have to like go without it for a while and by proxy not have access to your library of games because you don't have a controller. By the way, Pro Controller, oh my god, I don't want to think about what the fucking Switch 2's Pro Controller is going to be like. I hope that's not $70, but it just might. Honestly, I just need them to like actually announce the pricing of this shit so I know how much I need to save up. Like, I'm probably not getting it day one, but like, I don't know, maybe year one. Maybe they'll give me an excuse to like offload some stuff I have that I don't really use anymore, that I could probably like, I don't know, lighten the load of purchasing a new console and accessories and games. I say accessories because it, if the Pro Controller on the Switch is not compatible with the Pro Controller on the, or with the Switch 2, I'll be a little upset. Probably pretty upset, but like only a little upset because it's like, when has a console ever been compatible with the previous console's controllers except for the Wii U? Like, I feel like the Wii U is like the only time you really like hear or see like a console that like just straight up uses the last console's controllers. Okay, Lizalfos, I get it. I get it. We get it, Lizalfos. You're cool. You're sexy. Haha. You don't have to like fucking be a dick about it. Alright, I'm using the magic circle. Oh wow, that's a fairy! Hello! Welcome to stream. I play Hyrule Warriors because you press buttons and it makes dopamine, serotonin go brrr. Something about seeing large numbers of enemies go kill make very fun brain juice. Hell yeah. I have a soft spot in my heart for this game because I played it on the Wii U originally. And it was a lot of fun, but I don't think I ever beat it on there. And then I got the Switch version in like 2019, I think, maybe 2020. And that was a lot of fun, actually playing through and beating the game, especially since it had the content from the 3DS version as well. Yo, that's so real. I've definitely done that before. I just can't remember. Well, okay, I was gonna say I can't remember with what games, but like I know the answer in my heart is Pokemon, where I would play through it and like delete my save just to play through it again. because most things don't have just one save file, except for when they do. I just can't think of things off the top of my head. I didn't really play a lot on the Wii U, I'll be real. I had a Wii U, but I mainly played like Smash Bros, Wind Waker, and 3D World. And like that was kind of what I did. I guess a bit of well, I don't know. I had Splatoon, but I didn't really like, I wasn't like a Splatoon fiend. I just kind of played it a little bit because it was the hot new Nintendo IP at the time. But I don't know. I do like the Wii U from a standpoint of it had good games, and I'm glad to play them on the Switch. But that 480p gamepad with a very abysmal battery life, not a fan. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. God damn it. Okay, King Dodongo. Hey, that's real. I mean, most people didn't have a Wii U, so like you're definitely in the majority. I was just one of those freaks who did. I think the total sales of the Wii U was like 13 million or something. So like, there's no blame to be had to not have a Wii U, because that is the normal thing to do. I was the weird one for having one. But yeah, there really wasn't much to be missed out on Wii U, especially with the Switch now existing, because anything good that was on Wii U is now on Switch, minus like Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD, and like I guess Nintendo World Land. I never played Nintendo Land because I had the one SKU of the Wii U that didn't include it, which was the new Super Mario Bros. U SKU, because it came with a disc that had New Soup U and New Luigi U on it, and they were like, oh, this is 2 games in 1, even though it's really 1 game and DLC for that 1 game in 1. So it's really less of a deal, especially since you didn't get Nintendo Land. But like, that's whatever. I mean, literally, like, they gave that shit away for free with everyone, so like, why not just like keep giving it away, you know? But it's whatever. I digress. Definitely not salty about it. I've never played Nintendo Land to this day because it's so hard to justify like busting out a Wii U to play like a multiplayer party game, when like I could, if I want to do that, I can just play like Mario Party on the Switch, or hell, if I'm really feeling spicy, maybe Dokapon Kingdom. And yeah, I really hope that they're not like gonna do something stupid and make them like Switch 2 exclusive games like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD, because there's no reason the base Switch can't just have those. Like, yeah, I'm probably like gonna be like getting in on the Switch 2 at some point. Like, I'm already like I'm already sold because I'm a Nintendo fan, and I play a lot of handheld games, and I just want third-party stuff to look a little bit nicer.
Triforce is the harmonious union of power,
but
wisdom, and courage.
Yeah, I just hope they put like the Zelda games from HD games from the Wii U like just on the Switch. Like I can see them doing that like after the Switch 2 releases, but like I don't know. I just hope sooner than later they come out and they're at a fair price. Like, in an ideal world, they'd couple them together where you get both games, like Pikmin 1 and 2, on one cartridge for like 60 bucks. But they could also, like, because they're Nintendo, they could definitely get away selling them separately for 60 each, which would suck and would not be a deal. But, like, they've done it before. Cough, cough, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, cough, cough. That game is a $60 HD version of a Wii game that was never sold for $60 at all previously, and I'm pretty sure the editions don't justify a price increase.
Sealed in a sacred temple built upon holy ground, imprisoned by the blade of evil's bane.
You know, that's true. If you know what you're doing, anything is free. Haha. I just have the brainworms that likes owning shiny objects, by which I mean plastic cases with games cartridges. So I have a lot of physical games because I like to tell myself, oh, it's like I actually own the games then, haha. But like I know what you like. There ain't nothing wrong with doing what with you know, acquiring the games for good deals through the internet. If anything, it makes it more accessible, which just means that it's easier to talk about and share the love of video games with some people. Yo, you got a special edition of a Fire Emblem game? That's cool. I think Tiff, Princess Aquos, has, or she at least had at one point, like some Fire Emblem special edition for the 3DS. I think it was Fates, but I could be wrong. Yeah. I don't know if she had it or if she just had the legitimate copy for it. I think she had it, like, actually, but because it was like the special like cartridge that came with all the content on it, you know, including the DLC, since like it's like the 2 paths and the 3rd path that were on the DLC. Okay, strengthen. All right. It's giving me tutorials. Yay! I love tutorials. Yo, hell yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I need to play Fire Emblem at some point. I've tried it multiple times, but I've never been able to get into it like super much. Like I've tried 3 Houses, Awakening and Fates, and I could never really get into either of them. But like one of these days I'm just gonna like try Awakening, whether it be off stream or on stream or whatever, just to like play. I don't have, see, my problem isn't like with the substance of 3 Houses. It's just that I tend to get very small brain with story games I'm not immediately engaged with. So like what I think what would happen is like I'd get bored of the day-to-day life stuff because there wasn't enough action and things going on. But like I know that's just a skill issue on my part that I need to work through. But I don't know. I do want to play 3 Houses like properly one day. Just like I've told myself I have to play Awakening before then, because I've owned, like, Awakening was the first Fire Emblem game I ever got and played on the 3DS.
After an arduous
But I then later sold my copy to afford Animal Crossing on the 3DS because I don't know. I've always been a huge Animal Crossing fan, and I've definitely put in way more time into Animal Crossing than I ever would have in Awakening if I had kept my copy from back in the day. But that said, like, did you know it's surprisingly easy to hack a Nintendo 3DS? Haha.
Although the battle had been lost, Impa foresaw Link's importance to the coming war.
Yeah, that's kind of like what like threw me off of 3 Houses, like was just like the monastery part. Like I liked the combat and like the strategic nature of it. You know, it's super cool and like fluid and like I don't know, it's fun. But like when it came to like the monastery part, I was just like, okay, I just want to like play the combat part. I don't really feel like dealing with school life. But I don't know. I mean, I also like Persona games, so like maybe I just need to get over that and I'll probably enjoy it more. Because like Persona games have fucking school life shit, you know, and like I kind of deal with that fine. So I don't know. One of these days, there's too many games I need to play. I start and acknowledge more games than I ever actually play, and like I don't know. I need to play and beat more games, but it's hard when some of them are really long. That I like I've been playing Xenoblade 2 since like last year, and I'm like on chapter 4. And it's just, I don't know, that's like a game where like I loved Xenoblade 1 because that game's phenomenal. And it took me a while to like appreciate Xenoblade 2, but now I kind of appreciate it a bit. Like it's got some sauce, you know. I enjoy the flavors of the gameplay and story. That's so real. I see the reason I'm playing Xenoblade 2 is actually just so I can eventually play Xenoblade 3, which is probably not a good reason to play a video game, you know. but I've heard that 3 is very phenomenal, and I'm just like, damn, I want to play that because Xenoblade 1 is very phenomenal, and I just want to see like how Monolith Soft cooks over time, considering that Xenoblade is like their newest release. Dude, Yakuza games are also like I'm with that too. I buy too many Yakuza games on Steam on sale, or I've bought rather. And like I've just barely played it. I need to cause I know I would enjoy the Yakuza games because everything I've seen about them and everything the little I have played of like Zero, like I'm like, damn, this is like pretty fun and engaging story, and I actually kind of fuck with it. But like I just don't play it. Like there's so many games I just don't play, and it's like I should probably play them because I know I'll like them, but then I have the devil on my shoulder that's like, no, don't play new game, just play a bajillionth version of Pokemon or Minecraft, or just replay a game you've already played to death, like Nier Automata. I don't know. I need to play so many games. Xenoblade, Yakuza, fucking Zelda too, even. I've only beaten Wind Waker and Hyrule Warriors of the Zelda games. Like, I've never beaten Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild. I almost beat Breath of the Wild, but then my save data got corrupted before I could figure out that you have to magnesis the door to open Hyrule Castle. I literally had all the Divine Beasts done in like most of the shrines, but like enough shrines that I was content with where I was at. But like even still, like I just never beat Ganon, and then like when I tried to beat him, I was too stupid to figure out that you need to magnesis the fucking door to open it. So like I was just like trying to go around to get into Hyrule Castle to no avail, and eventually my save data got corrupt, and I had to start over, and that's like 100 hours down the drain. So now I have to play 100 more hours of Breath of the Wild if I ever want to beat it. I do want to play Breath of the Wild though. I mean I've been historically critical of it, but I'm sure it's not as bad as I remember it, considering people like it. Yo, that's pretty pog, not gonna lie. I used to, when I was like in high school, I used to fucking like fiend Reddit giveaways for Steam games, and like I swear like most of my library prior to like 2016 was like just free shit I got from Reddit giveaways, and like that shit was hype. So like getting games from like a giveaway, that's always hype. But also like the Yakuza games always I like, because I have like I think I have 0, 1, Kiwami 1 and 2, and I think 4, 3, 4, and 5. I don't remember. I might have 6. I don't remember. But then I have Like a Dragon, which is 7, I think, on PS5. Yeah, Yakuza is a game series that I will repeatedly buy the entries in the franchise to have them on my account, because I tell myself one of these days I'm going to play through all of them, and then I never play through them. Like Fire Emblem, like Zelda, like pretty much most games. I recently told myself I would play through the Batman Arkham games because I just like Batman as a character, and I never played them back in the day, and I've heard they're alright. I played Origins for a little bit, but dude, you won a Wii from a KFC giveaway when you were 10? That's super cool. Was there anything special like to the design, like the shell, or was it just like a standard Wii? Either way, that's dope as fuck. But like, I just know, like, I think when I think of giveaways of consoles, I think of the Taco Bell Xbox giveaways where they had like the special Xboxes that made a Taco Bell sound when you booted them up. And I don't know if they did anything fancy for a Wii, but again, even if it was just a standard Wii, that's super fucking cool that you like won a freaking Wii from a giveaway. Oh, it was a release day Wii? Okay, yeah, that's dope. That's super dope. Hell yeah. I know like fucking Wii's back then were so hard to come by. So like if you had a Wii, you were like the cool kid on the block. I know I don't remember when because my family had a Wii, like as most people, well not really most, but like most Nintendo fans did, right? Like because like I had a GameCube as like a small child, like a 6-year-old, and then when I was like 10 we got like a Wii. So like, or maybe I was 11, I don't know, I was like some point in elementary school, but like it was like later elementary school. It might have been 2008, but it also could have been earlier. When did the Wii come out? I don't remember. It might have, maybe I'm thinking wrong completely, and like I actually got a Wii like in 2007 or 6. Okay, 2006. Okay, then there's a chance I got it in like a Wii in 2007. So I can't remember if I got it when it, like the year it came out, but it definitely wasn't like, I don't know, like I wasn't a late adopter to the Wii, but I also wasn't like the first person to have a Wii. If that makes sense. All right, then yeah, because I think it was like Christmas 2007 I got a Wii, because I'm pretty sure in 2008 I got Mario Super Strikers for the Wii for my birthday, from my aunt, like the Mario baseball game on the Wii, and I loved that game. That game was super fun. I found it to be like a better version of Wii Sports baseball. That's not to say I didn't like Wii Sports. Wii Sports is a phenomenal game. I loved the shit out of Wii Sports, so much so that I'm pretty sure my brother had a Wii Sports birthday party at one point, where we just like made Miis of all the guests, or all his friends rather, and just like played a Wii Sports tournament. I fucking loved tennis and boxing in Wii Sports. Those were like my go-to games. Boxing was just like fun because I liked how the like punches translated to the movement. Honestly, that's super fair. I forget if I've like talked like where I talked about this, but like my first, I was never like a huge Zelda fan as a kid. Not because I didn't like the games, but just because I just didn't know much about them, and just they were always just like this thing where like I appreciated from afar, but never really sought out to get any. Like I had historically I had the Master Quest disc for Breath of the Wild, not Breath of the Wild, the Master Quest disc for Ocarina of Time on GameCube, and funnily enough started a save for Master Quest because it was the blue option, and 6-year-old me just really liked the color blue. Hello rendering, welcome to the stream. We're talking about Zelda. But yeah, like I played Ocarina of Time on the hard mode as a child because I really liked the color blue, and I never left Kokiri Forest because I couldn't figure out how to. I don't know if I ever got the sword. I might not have, but I also might have and just never got the shield. I don't remember. One of the two. I either didn't get the sword or I didn't get the shield. But I remember I never left and knew what the Great Deku Tree was even about. Like I didn't know that was a thing in the game until 3D, which is just very funny to me. Yeah. Yo, that's so real. I can imagine the language barrier would be kind of hard. I don't have a lot of experience with that, but I do have a little, in the sense that when I was like 5 or 6, maybe 7, I had a friend whose like dad worked with Nintendo, not for Nintendo, but like they did like merchandise stuff for Pokemon, and so he went to Japan sometimes for business, like his dad, and this friend always had like the most like coolest like Pokemon toys and merch. And there was a point when like his dad got him a Japanese copy of Sapphire, And I remember, I just have this like distinct memory of being at like his house and this friend's house back then when I was like a small child, and we were like playing Pokemon toys, and he just busts out this like Japanese copy of Sapphire, and like it might have been before Gen 3 came out in the West. I don't remember, but I remember like being really confused by the text and not knowing how to actually play. He let us try it out, but like finding like the graphics like super cool and the music to be super appeasing. And now I don't know, I have fondness for Gen 3. But yeah, I can't imagine like what it must be like to play through like a whole game in a language you don't know, but I do imagine it would be very informative into eventually learning what the heck the language even is. You know, it's like exposure to it. I think that's the thing people do to learn languages. They just like expose themselves to like it a bunch. Am I ever going to stream VR chat? I don't know. I've never considered it, but I might. I've heard whisperings that there's a possibility I could like, because I think I use a Vroid model, if that's the correct term for my 3D Vtuber model. I think there's a way to like make that a VR chat compatible, so it could be fun to do a stream in VR chat where I in VR as my Vtuber model, but I need to look into that. Because otherwise I might just end up as JFK from Clone High being like, boy, you know, just like talking like Donald F. Kennedy's from the Clone High cartoon. Because that was my last experience with VR chat was like 2020, 2021, and like I found a model, like a free model on like some world that was like Clone High shit. And because Clone High was like the meme at the time, I was like playing or not really playing a bunch. My brain is like frying from all this button mashing. Yo, you used a Vroid model for VR chat before? Okay, then yeah, I can definitely like, I think I just need to figure out how to, but it definitely would be really cool to like, okay. Wait, what do you mean by PC only? How else do you play VR chat? Because like I have a PC VR headset. It's the Oculus Rift 2. Oh, I didn't even think that VR chat was on the Quest. Oh, that's cool. But I guess I understand, huh? Well, lucky for me, I have the Oculus Rift 2S? I don't know what it's fucking called because they discontinued naming it Oculus or Rift. But it's the one before they started doing Quests. So it like plugs in via DisplayPort. Quest players can't see your avatar. Oof. I'm assuming you have a Quest since you're talking about it. Is it? Are they good? I've never looked into them much, but sometimes I'm like, I should sell my current VR headset because I never use it, and get a Quest one instead, so I don't have to rely on plugging it into my computer and getting everything set up. But also, like, I don't know if I feel like rebuying like my games from Steam on there. But also, I have heard you can like probably plug it in to your computer and use it as a computer VR. But okay, so you can do what I was just describing. Okay, of using it and plug it into your computer. Okay. I don't know, maybe like one of these days I need to look into like selling my current VR headset to get in maybe some other stuff, and maybe using the money I get from that to buy a Quest, because like they seem cool, and like I fucking love Beat Saber. Beat Saber is like one of my favorite rhythm games. I used to play that shit on Expert, but the problem is I'm not in shape, so I would just sweat profusely after like 4 songs and have to like take a break because I'd be playing on Expert and I'd be like erratically moving all around my fucking room, in like my arms and like squatting and other shit, and it's just, yeah. So VR's fun, but it is very gimmicky. Like you kind of like, and also a poorly optimized VR will give you motion sickness. I tried playing Boneworks once for 30, and I only played for 30 minutes, and afterwards I had to lay down and like on the couch for like an hour because my stomach just was in knots and I felt like I was gonna throw up. And I could tell it was from playing Boneworks. So VR, very like it depends. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's really bad. That's my stance on it. Is like it can be good when it's really good, but like it just depends on like how well the developers made it so you won't get motion sickness. Yeah. Okay, let me freaking figure out what I'm supposed to do in this game. Okay, where do I go? Where do I go? What do I do? Okay, I think find and defeat the spirit of the caves. You now play as Sheik. Whoa! Whoa, so cool. Okay, I think I need to play a Sheik, maybe? Is that what the game wants from me? To play a Sheik? 'Cause I can play a Sheik. I don't mind playing a Sheik. She does the Naruto run. Okay, that's a drop down, so I need to figure out another way around. Where am I going? I don't know. I definitely can change. Actually, you make a good point. I'm going to command these characters. Where do I, okay, I'm gonna send you here because it seems like things are coming back to there. Yeah. Okay. So have you played Age of Calamity, like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity? I know you mentioned you played this game on the Wii U before, and I know that's a Switch game, but you also mentioned playing Switch games through fun and educational means, quote unquote, haha. Have you played Age of Calamity? I've played a bit of it myself, but I've never beaten it, and I don't know what the general consensus is on it. I remember I was like a big fan of what they were doing with the story stuff out of spite, because I thought it would be funny if it was canon, but then I learned it wasn't canon. Yo, I got a piece of a heart. That's so cool. Oh my god, I got a pizza heart. It's more like piece of fart. Honestly, super fair. I've seen like the extended like post-game content you can do, not story stuff, but like the mission mode or whatever it is, and that scares me. Thinking of ever trying to 100% that, because I've tried to play it and I only got like a 40% of the way through like the old ass like original Zelda map. I never even finished that, and there were like multiple maps based on many games. You know, I completely forgot about Three Hopes for a second there, but I guess it's a bit of a shame that like Three Hopes has less content than regular Warriors, but I don't know. Would you recommend either of the Fire Emblem Warriors games to someone who just likes Warriors games, or are they really like only like good if you are a big Fire Emblem fan? Because like, I'll be real, I just like this style of game because it's super fun to just like spam buttons, you know? Like, I don't know. I just like mashing buttons and seeing things. Okay. I was thinking of the first, like, I keep wanting to say Hyrule Warriors when I mean Fire Emblem Warriors because my brain is playing Hyrule Warriors. But I was thinking of the first Fire Emblem Warriors actually like earlier today and last night a bit. So I was watching a video on like, I think it was new 3DS games, like new 3DS exclusive games, I think. And that reminded me that Fire Emblem Warriors exists. And then I was like, oh, I wonder how that game is. Like the most I've ever seen of it was like a single Game Grumps video that was definitely probably sponsored back in the day. And I didn't even finish that. I just kind of watched a little bit of it and was like, okay. But that was like before I like started getting into like the Warriors type games. I haven't played, that said, I haven't played a ton of different Warriors games. I played Dragon Quest Heroes 2, obviously both the Hyrule Warriors games, and Persona 5 Strikers. And they're all pretty fun. Although I definitely like Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition the best because it just, I don't know, it really scratches the itch. But I've been itching to want to try other ones too. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days I will acquire. Well, what I need to do is, because I have a launch Switch, so I want to do the funny thing you can do with Switches and make them allow you to make backups of your games, quote unquote. Haha. Because there's like I really want to play Luminescent Platinum, the ROM hack of BDSP, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. All right, hell yeah. Definitely, I'm definitely going to do that because I've been meaning to look into this for like a long while. So I just have this Switch that like just sits on my shelf. It really like sits in my living room, like plugged in, and nobody really uses it. And it's like, I want to do the funny things with it to make backups of my games, my legally required backups of my games that I own legally because I own them physically. And then play ROM hacks and shit on it. But yeah, I'll be sure to like reach out on Discord later. This is definitely something I've been wanting to look into for a while. All right, where is the motherfucker Wizro? Okay, not this way. This way. Oh, I fucking love Gen 4. Like, that's definitely like I think the most nostalgic Pokemon game for me is Crystal, just because it was the first video game I owned that was like mine and not like a shared family game or my brother's game. But like aside from like my biases with that, like I definitely love Platinum the most. Not Platinum, but Gen 4 the most in terms of Pokemon. It's just really solid. And also Pearl is where I got my first shiny, although I didn't know what a shiny was at the time, and then I later lost the cartridge forever. But yeah, in my childhood copy of Pearl, I had a shiny Machoke that I found on Victory Road, and I didn't know what a shiny was. I just knew that it was green and it was a different color. Okay, if Luminescent Platinum is like the best way to play Sinnoh, that is really refreshing to hear. Because I've been like really looking for like a definitive like Gen 4 experience. My dog. I'm really looking for a definitive Gen 4 experience. Because, like, currently, if I want that, like, I just play Renegade Platinum, but, like, I'm not always feeling like playing Renegade Platinum. But I'll, you know, because, like, I need a DS, like, emulator for that, or, like, playing on my Steam Deck or something. And it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm not feeling like playing a DS game. Also, that's so real. I mean, I'll be honest, like, you have to have, like, amazing luck to get, like, a shiny pre, like, Gen 6 or whenever they started, like, adapting the shiny chances. Like, yeah, you could chain for it in Gen 4, but that takes a lot of effort. And I could never, like, justify, like, shiny chaining for stuff. Although I think Tiff did back in the day. But, I don't know. Okay. No. Oh, I gotta be fucking Impa? Oh my god. I do know that the Friend Safari in X and Y had increased shiny odds, because I got a shiny Tangela from one when I was in college. Because that... I don't know, I wasn't, like, always a shiny fiend, but then once, like, the later games, like Sun and Moon, started making it easier to get to shiny hunt, I just, like, really started fiending them, like, just like, shiny hunting. And now in Scarlet Violet, like, I literally, like, have, like, 3 boxes full of shinies. Honestly, yeah, that's the mood. When I was in college, I spent at least a couple months soft resetting for shiny type null, because the gift type null you get post game of Sun and Moon could be shiny, and then I think a year later they did a distribution event for a shiny Silvally, and it was like, okay, well, I already evolved my type null into Silvally, you know, but I guess fuck me, I guess, you know, for spending all that time shiny hunting a thing that I could just get for free later. So now I have 2 shiny Silvallis. One of them was hunted for, the other was just given to me. Yeah. But I digress. The hunts you don't have to reset for are always the best ones in my opinion. Because they're the most fun. Like I was big on Masuda methoding in Sun and Moon, because you could just, like, spin around in a circle on the Tauros ride Pokemon, like right outside the breeder, and, like, just hatch the eggs in seconds, and it literally, like, melted through the eggs. It was, like, so clutch. Like, I don't think I would have liked it as much if I didn't have that, which is why I barely shiny hunted in Sword and Shield, because those games suck for shiny hunting. And I'm not afraid to say that. But Scarlet and Violet's a lot better. It's not as good as Legends Arceus, but it's a lot better than Sword and Shield. Yeah, I don't know. I like shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet because the sandwiches is like a fun mechanic and entices you to do the raids, so you get the Herba Mystica. Yeah, I guess now that I think about it, there was that, like, one island in Oras where you just held down and you could hatch stuff. But I don't think I did much. I don't think I did much shiny hunting in those games. Like, I think I really hit my stride with shiny hunting in Sun and Moon. Like, that's when I really started getting into it. And then from there, whatchamacallit, it was all over. Like, I tried shiny hunting in Sword and Shield, but that mainly amounted to doing the max raid dens in the DLC. like the legendary raid dens, just because those had increased shiny odds and it wasn't super painful, and you got like 5 rolls for possible shiny at the end, and one of them possibly being a legendary. So it was fun to get possible shiny legendaries. I actually got shiny Articuno and Ho from that. It was fun.
They sprang into battle.
Dude, exactly. That's literally like, yeah. Scarlet Violet are like, that happened to me actually. Like, when I was first playing my first playthrough, like I literally like stumbled upon, like not even hunting for it, just stumbled upon 2 shiny Makuhitas before I finished like the main game, like the main story. Like I was just playing normally, and then like suddenly I saw like a pink glove, and I was like, oh my god, is this a fucking shiny? And I ended up with 2 shiny Makuhitas, and now one of them's a Haruyama. I think I got a 3rd one eventually, which just fits in my box as a thing that I don't use, but isn't worth much. I'm not paying attention to the story. I don't know if I should be, but I'm currently not. Okay, let's play the video game. Yo, that's so cool. You just got a shiny Psyduck and shiny Sandile. Super epic. I need to hunt shiny Sandile at some point because I love Sandile and also Crocodile. And the other evolution I forget the name of because I'm a fake fan. But I don't know. I for reasons I love those Pokemon. And I don't have a shiny of them yet, but I have like I've gotten 2 shiny Rockruffs. So like I don't know. Positives and negatives. The world giveth and taketh away. Okay, so I need to like fucking find out. Okay, find the bow and arrows near the settlement. Okay, so I gotta find the bow and arrow. Where is the arrow and bow? I just need. Okay, where are you, buddy? There you are. Let me help. Let me help. Hey, let me help you out, buddy, old pal. Hylian captain. So where the fuck is this freaking? Where is the bow and arrow? I need it. I need it in my life, please. Is it over here? Oh my god, is this the thing? Is this the bow and arrow? Oh my god, it's the freaking bow and arrow, the arrow and bow. Now I can use the MacGuffin on the freaking piranha plant. Deku Baba. Yes. Oh yeah, that's what they're called. Okay. I forgot temporarily, but thank you for remembering me. Reminding me, that's the word I was looking for. Reminding, not remembering. That's not the same thing. Yeah. Well, okay, I knew Piranha Plant was Mario. I just couldn't remember what this thing was called because I didn't read it when I killed it. And I was like, well, it's like practically the same thing. So like, I'm sure if I call it a Piranha Plant, it gets the same point across. But you're right. You're right. Piranha Plant is Mario. Not just Mario, but also in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. As the DLC character or whatever. I gotta make my way downtown. Making my way downtown. Walking fast, walking faster, walking even faster. Oh god, I'm walking fast. Oh, it's the fucking... What is this guy called? This fucker? Is it the Redead? Is that what they are? Are these guys Redeads because they're super fucking annoying? Stop! Stop! Oh my god! Alright, you know what? Fuck you. Okay, let me come and help the freaking guy. Where are you, dude? Who needs help? I am here. I don't know if my mic was picking up the button mashing earlier, but I moved my controller to under my desk so I could button mash without, I'm gonna call it, it getting picked up by the mic, because previously my controller was like right underneath my mic, and it didn't occur to me until a little bit ago that perhaps the sticks buttons were maybe getting picked up by the microphone. But also, I wasn't checking my levels on OBS of audio to see if it even was, or if I was just being paranoid over nothing. I could have been being paranoid over nothing. I'm often paranoid over nothing. Oh, fuck you. Oh, it's a Gibdo. Okay, not a Redead. Fate Extella and Fate Extella Link. Is that like the Fate Stay Night anime thing? Or something? Or is that something else? I don't know. I'll check it out either way. I do like pressing buttons and killing enemies. Same series? Alright, cool. I watched one of the animes in high school, but I can't remember which one it was. And I also don't remember anything about the plot. So I would probably be going in blind without any opinion. But I'm still, I'll look into it. I'm always interested just to see and hearing about Video games. All right, where is this guy? Where is this motherfucker? What? King Arthur? There was a lady with a sword. I don't remember what her name was. I don't remember anything, I'll be honest. This was like at least a decade ago. All I know is it was on Netflix at the time, and that's how I watched it. Because I think I had finished some anime I was watching on Netflix. I don't remember which one it was at the time. Because I watched most of my anime through Netflix. Although I did dabble in other sites too, because Netflix historically back then had every season of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood except the last one. So anytime I wanted to watch it as a teenager, I had to watch the whole thing on Netflix and then like go to a sketchy site to watch the final season just to see how it ended. And I did that like 3 different times because I watched that show like a million times back then. Because that is my favorite anime, and also was the first anime I watched when I knew what an anime was. Like, I had watched anime growing up, but I just thought they were cartoons. I didn't know that there was a distinction between different cartoons and stuff. She's in almost all of them? Alright, you know what? That's fair. It might have been Fate Stay Night, but I don't know if that helps at all in terms of remembering what the anime was that I watched. For some reason, the name Fate Stay Night sticks out to me. But I don't remember any other character. Was it like something with like a holy war or something? Am I remembering that correctly? Like, is that why they were fighting? I knew there was fighting, but I don't remember anything about it. Like I said, like a decade ago I watched this. Maybe like a little bit less than a decade, but at least around then. I don't. A white-haired guy in red clothes does not stick out to me as a descriptor. Like, it's really like my memory is the vaguest of vagues when it comes to this anime, because I watched it once and like I said, that was like 10, 9, maybe 8 years ago. I want to say 10 or 9 years ago. So yeah. Oh, okay. That explains why I was thinking a holy war, because it was for the Holy Grail. Yeah, that sounds correct. I don't know. I don't know like anything about this anime series or anything about them. Almost every fate is a different war. Okay. Oh, he set fire to the Deku tree, that bastard! How do I put out the fires? Alright, how do I put out the fires? Yeah, what? Oh, Great Fairy, okay. That's what we gotta do. Find the Great Fairy. Oh god. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Everyone's asking how to put out the fires. Because, so, shockingly, you shouldn't salt the earth to put out flames, you know? Salting the earth with salt water would just be detrimental to the ecology of the plant life. I saw like some stupid take on like twitter.com that was like, Oh, why don't they just use the ocean to put out the fucking fire in Los Angeles? And someone was like, dude, do you not know what happens when you salt the fucking earth? Yeah. If only we had access to the weather. Like, if humanity could just alter the weather. Speaking of ocean, oh, whoa. The ocean is a soup. You know what? I'll drink to that. You're damn straight. I didn't think about it like that before, but I absolutely agree with you. The ocean is 100% a soup. It's not a good soup that you should drink, but it certainly is a soup. It's just a cold soup of various temperatures. Alright, I gotta head to the fairy fountain. Oh god. If the ocean is a soup, then the crust of the earth is a sandwich. That's what I'm saying. Continents are sandwiches, and the ocean is a soup. And together, the earth is one big meal deal you get from Panera. Yo, is she doing exactly what I was saying humanity should do and control the weather? Wow. The damage is done. The great Deku tree is still aflame and burnt. You can't unburn the Deku tree. Or can you? That's so real. I remember seeing the Great Fairy in Majora's Mask for the first time, and that was interesting. I played Majora's Mask briefly in high school because I was super into the soundtrack and aesthetic of it before the 3DS version came out, and then I got like the 3DS version day one, and became a bit autistically obsessed with Majora's Mask as a concept for a good bit there. Never beat Majora's Mask because I think I got stop locked in like the Snow Temple or whatever. But I did play up through there originally. I forget, did Majora and Ocarina use the same Great Fairy design, or did they change? Because I know they reused a lot of assets between the two games. I just can't remember if the Great Fairy was one of them. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm thinking right now. Is I think it's the same, but I can't remember. So we'll just say it's the same for the sake. Yeah, that Great Fairy design sure had some Dobon Honkaroos. Am I right? God, I love me a Great Fairy. That's so real. I've to this day yet to beat Ocarina in any capacity or really get far in it. The most I've gotten was like I beat the Deku Tree dungeon on 3DS after looking up a walkthrough because I got stuck, and that's kind of the extent of Ocarina I've played. I played a little bit past that, but like I've never beaten it or gotten close in any regard. Fucking oof. Yawning. Oh damn, that sucks. I'm sorry your copy fucking stopped saving. That sucks. When I was like a kid, I had a copy of Yellow and that shit never saved. So like I kind of understand like the pain of having a game that doesn't save, but at the same time it's also like I don't fully relate because it was just a game that I got that could never save, as opposed to having a game and then losing the ability to save after a while. But yeah, like not being able to save your game fucking sucks. I am sorry, but at least you're able to beat it through emulation eventually. Oh, it never. Oh, it was already dead and it never saved. Oh, okay. So I guess same hat then, in the sense that because my Yellow copy never saved. It came dead with it came with a dead battery. But I got it when I was like 7 or 10. So like I don't know. I remember playing through the beginning sequences of Yellow so much that I like remember learning about the glitch where you can just like max out Pikachu's happiness by spamming a potion on it when it's at full health. Damn. I used to, when I was like in high school and a teenager, I used to try replacing batteries of old Pokemon games that couldn't save. And I did get them to work, but I didn't do any soldering or anything. I just kind of used electrical tape and taped it in place. So, yeah, you could say I'm a tinkerer. You could say I'm good with electronics. You know, I know how to tape a battery in place in a Game Boy cartridge. I remember distinctly, I used to do a thing that I learned from Reddit, where you heat up the tip of a pen and mold it to the shape of, whatchamacallit, the fucking game bit, like, type fucking screw on the back. Because it had a proprietary screw, because they didn't want anyone replacing the battery, because God forbid someone try replacing the battery, that will inevitably die. You know, God forbid, Nintendo. You know, you just have to make it like a proprietary screw bit that like you at the time couldn't get. Thankfully nowadays, like I think iFixit sells like a proper bit that like will open that screw bit. But it's still, even still, it's like, yeah, I love proprietary stuff in electronics. It's so fun. I love not being able to repair my own shit. That's so epic. I look this way. I think I need a new 3DS battery too, because I swear like my 3DS just like dies super fast. And it kind of sucks. Like I have a new 3DS model, not the XL, just the regular new 3DS. But like I swear like the battery, like I can go from full charge to dead in like a day without playing it, like if I just leave it in like rest mode. And like that kind of sucks because it means I can't really play it as often as I'd like, but I know it wasn't always like this, so I think the battery just needs to be replaced. Sorry if you hear my dog barking. So that's the fun thing, is that technically no, in the sense that they only sold regular new 3DS's
through special editions and Black Friday bundles. So I got the Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer Special Edition back in the day because it's fucking cute as fuck. It's got like this adorable Isabelle plate, like back plate and stuff. And I love it. Sorry about my dog barking. There's literally nothing she's barking at. She just thinks there was something, so she's barking at nothing. But yeah, like they never sold regular new 3DSs like in North America. They only sold the new 3DS XLs regularly, but you could still get a regular new 3DS if through like a special edition or whatever. Like I remember they did one for the Pokemon games like Red, Blue, and Yellow, and they came with like back plates for Blastoise and Charizard. And then I think there was like a regular Mario one, or maybe it was a Mario Maker one. I don't remember. I didn't have it and never looked into it. I'm trying to remember. There wasn't a lot of them. There really wasn't. The one that sticks out to me the most is they did a Black Friday one that was like $100, and you got like a brand new 3DS, like not like a new 3DS XL, but a regular new 3DS. And it was like, it came with like a either pure white or pure black faceplate that was like Mario themed. And I know my brother got it, so I know what it looks like, but it just had like random Mario shit on it, like, but none of it was colored in. It was all like just like pure white. It was like just indented into the plastic mold. Okay, can this guy do your eye thing? Do your eye thing. Whatever your name. Goma D's nuts. Do the eye thing. I'm focusing. I see a message in chat. I will read it in a second. I just want this fucking Goma to be dead. Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani? Okay, let me read this message in chat. Wanted a new 3DS for the Fire Emblem plates, but in Latin America they just got the same things the US did, but we didn't get any normal new 3DS. Damn. I mean, to be fair, the new 3DS XL is definitely the better model in the end, because, you know, more larger screen and other shit, but the changeable faceplates were cool. It was a cool feature, and I do kind of wish they did make them more widespread, because it was like you could turn, if they did just sell them regularly, you could just get a regular one and then like buy not a third party, but like buy an extra or different faceplate online, because you could just do that on Amazon. I remember, like, I got like a KK Slider one back in the day, and they had like a Majora's Mask one that was super cool, but I never got. And like you could just make your own special edition. If all you had to do was just have a base like new 3DS, but they never made them widespread, so you couldn't really do that. So if they are just special editions, there's no regular one that you can make into a special edition. Any one you have is a special edition, and that, I mean, that's cool and all, but like not super accessible. I don't know, I'm always pro accessibility in the video game landscape.
Until a unique soul caught her attention.
I'm missing on plot points.
The soul of the hero of legend, eternally reborn when Hyrule's need is greatest.
gonna let my dog out of my room.
Through her powers, the sorceress should have seen that the hero was bound to another. Instead, she saw only a soul that was unlike any she had known. And while the sorceress was preoccupied, a fragment of darkness, locked in its prison, saw an opportunity. The whispering darkness wormed its way into her heart. It pushed the light away and warped her curiosity into a desperate desire to possess the legendary hero's soul.
I'm yawning. Not at the story. Whenever I yawn on stream, I always feel the need to
this evil
say out loud I'm
desires.
yawning, even though I'm pretty sure
To
people
use
can
the
just
Triforce to
extrapolate
resurrect
based on the
itself and
fact that I make
conquer
yawning
once
sounds in my mouth as open, and I go quiet when I'm
Having
yawning.
pushed the light from her heart, the darkness compelled her
Bless.
to open the gate of souls, the doorway of time itself. Monsters from across the ages pour through the gate, bringing ruin to the land of Hyrule once more.
Okay. I need to make a pivotal decision if I want to continue streaming or if I take a break here, because I have to do the dishes, and I did time math wrong in my head earlier. I thought that by this amount of time that I've been streaming, which is, as OBS says, like about an hour 40 minutes, it would not be 4 o'clock p.m. But it is. And so I gotta go to do the dishes. So I think I'm gonna end stream here. But thank you for coming and hanging in the chat. Thank you, everyone and everything and everyone. I'll probably hit you up on Discord later about the funny things with my old Switch. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, thanks for coming to hang out. True, I did do the math wrong, but wrong time zone. That's so true. I forgot what time zone I was in when I did the math. Oh, it's 3 for you? You know, time zones are so fun. For me, it's 4:08. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end stream now. Thanks for coming out. I don't know when I'm streaming next, but I'll figure that out eventually.